All right, it's a good day to be back here in Bruin country. And it's Westbrook versus Atascocita. You know, this is a matchup that never gets old. How do you feel about that, Coach Marco?
I tell you what, hey, folks, we're so glad to be back here this Friday at Beaumont, Texas, at Memorial Stadium in Beaumont ISD. We have Atascocita Eagles and Westbrook Bruins.
And you want to talk about the games that we have played in the past couple weeks. You want to talk about we have to make that transition with the offense and us being quicker on our feet. But I believe tonight that we'll have some good competition. It's a good team versus, I believe, another good team. And I'm so excited to see us play.
Well, I tell you what, tonight, Westbrook can play like they have nothing to lose. Everything is to gain right now. Given an opportunity to come in. Last week was pretty tough for the Bruins, playing Summer Creek, that 69-0 loss. So we know coming back off of that, facing another tough opponent, but we know the Bruins can always kick back. Very well. And here we go, first play. Second play, actually, we see the handoff given to number one.
Third.
Which is, of course, we know what that is. Terrell. Third, Smith.
Yes, sir. And
talk to me. What do you know? You being a former athlete right down there on the field it's crazy. Having you up here in the booth and a student athlete that really, really knows the game and has seen a lot of these players down there from Atascocita firsthand. Tell me what you think is going on right now.
You know what I think what's going on right now is, Atascocita, how they just switched their front. But what I think that Westbrook is going to have to do to be able to come on top on this game, we're going to have to come out explosive. We're going to have to, most importantly, do the trick plays, do the plays that Atascocita aren't expecting. And I just believe that we're going to have to come out here and take our field, and that's been a problem with the Bruins lately. It's been just a mindset thing, and I believe that our mindset is going to have to switch over this game if we want to make it to the playoffs.
Definitely so. Here we go. We see Bruins get a first down on the last play. It's first down and 10 on their own 38-yard line. See if we can come out and get another first down on the first down.
Yes, sir.
We see handoff to number one, Terrell, third.
And you see how explosive third is. How explosive.
Oh,
wow.
Tackled by a host of Atascocita players, defenders. And we look like one even jumped over the top there, huh? Tell you what, man, when you watch Terrell, watch third run, it's something special because he's just very quick on his feet.
Yes, he is very shifty. Very hard guy to catch. He's one of those guys that you don't know what to do, break down or just to go at him full force. But he's very fast, very elusive guy. I think that third is the most elusive back in the 6A 21 district.
Hey, I tell you what, there are some great backs, but you know what? You're right. Most of the backs are pretty big and bruising. Third, like you said, is very, very shifty. We see right here the Bruins take a timeout. With 10:42 remaining in the first quarter, Bruins on their own 48-yard line.
Yes, sir.
I'm just thinking about, let's give a little bit about Atascocita here now. We want to make sure that first we want to thank everyone for being out. I need to introduce my co-host tonight is Mr. Cameron Brown. I was blessed to have the opportunity to, my years of being here at Westbrook, to actually coach this guy, respectfully known as Preacher, because I can tell you what, he speaks the truth. I've heard him speak, and I tell you, he has a great, great voice on him. Man, I'm glad to have you in here to booth today.
I'm so excited to be here.
Tell you what, man, here we go. We see the Bruins coming out of the huddle with 10:42 in the first quarter. Let's see what we can do here. First down and 10.
Let's go. And I believe that we're going to have to catch them off surprise. We're going to have to move the ball very quick so we can get their players worn down really quick. And the same thing with Atascocita, our defense. Our defense is honestly a very fast defense, a very young team that we're dealing with here. And as you can see, Terrell Smith was swallowed up by Atascocita defense at the yard line.
Looked like a gain of about one on that play. Yeah, Atascocita was ready for him to come off the edge there, but they made sure to clog every hole, and he didn't have anywhere to go there. We'll see second down and 9. Ball on their own 47-yard line for Westbrook. Let's see what we go with now. Look like you're getting to play. Tell you what, and I think you're definitely right. Yeah, we're going to have to be, pretty quick with our calls, and like you say, the trick plays and the plays, the misdirection. We're going to have to really, really make sure that we sell those things that we're not normally doing. Is it a catch? Is it a catch? We have a
That's a
pass
catch.
on first down.
Right there by Mr. Trey Roy himself, a sideline catch. And that is going to be what we need tonight, those quick plays that make the Bruins get those yardages that we need.
I tell you what, that right there was a gain of 7 on the play, which brings up a 3rd down and 2. It's a very manageable 3rd down here, especially anytime you have number 1 in the backfield. 3rd down and 2. Here with 9:33 remaining in the first quarter.
Oh, and that was just a back change. Now we have Darius Simeon in the game at back. Darius is that big guy that you want running whenever you need those extra yardage.
Well, see, I tell you what, with 2, hey, we going over
let's
the top
go. We're
here.
going over the top here. We almost had it.
Missed it. Defended by number 4 of the Atascocita Eagles. Number 4 is Mr. Braylon Conley. It was defended very, very well, but, man, to see the Bruins going over the top there on 3rd down and 2, like you said, they're going to have to surprise them. And, that definitely surprised me because I was expecting something like a swing pass there.
And I like that we're not trying to get rid of the ball on this 4th down. I like that we're actually trying to go for it. Those are the plays that we're going to need for this game.
Definitely so. With a 4th down and 2, we can very, very, very very well get that, especially with what we have. Quarterback rushed right out of the pocket from the beginning, and we see that on that 4th down, Bruins turned the ball over. I still think that we're going for it on that 1st down. It still makes a statement early that, hey, we're going to put everything out there tonight.
And I 100% agree. I am so excited to see the Westbrook Bruins defense take the field and the Atascocita offense. If you remember in the years past, Atascocita's offensive line has been their exclamation point on what has been their go hard for. Last year that Cam Dewberry, who's actually plays at Texas A&M right now.
Yeah.
And they had Landon King the year before last, who now plays at Auburn. So let's see how Atascocita works with the guys that they have now.
Well, here we go. 1st down and 10 for Atascocita Eagles on their own 40-yard line. See, inside handoff to number 5, and he's brought down with number 28, Westbrook Bruins, at number 99. Is that Jabarius Broussard, number 99? Let's see.
And I like how the Bruins rush to the ball. That's what we're going to need tonight, 100% effort by the Bruins.
Definitely so. One thing I know that Coach Langston, we both know Coach Langston stresses, is making sure, and especially defensive coordinator Darryl Coleman, stresses getting to the ball. And we see that right there, they got to the ball, which is able to stop. It was only a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. Oh, quarterback out. Oh, that RPO. That's been a hard sell for Westbrook this year. That run-pass option, we see number 1 coming all the way down on a massive gain where they're in that run-pass option, and looked like he actually was going to option it out, and he faked it out and went straight up the hole. You know what happened right there, the end bit.
And the number one thing that I see about Westbrook's defense is we have a lack of eye discipline. And, that's what really caused them to get all that yardage, the Atascocita Eagles. But let's see. The play is not over.
Here we go. We have a 1st down and 10 for Atascocita, going to pass complete to number 8, going down the sideline and brought out of bounds at looks like the 18-yard line. Actually on the 13-yard line, gain of 20 yards on the pass, which will bring up another 1st down and 10 for the Atascocita Eagles. Now, we saw great discipline right there by Atascocita. I mean, you can see quarterback had time to roll out, and after that run, you had to really watch his legs.
Yeah. This is what's going to matter right here, these red zone plays. This can either make or break the Westbrook Bruins tonight. So I hope that we can excel on that. Oh, and look at that.
Great stop right there. We see number 6, handoff to number 6 for Atascocita. Tried to go in and couldn't get there. Then on the bounce out, looks like Westbrook defense just swamped him, which is great. Still getting to the ball. Not allowing, just because you're deep in the red zone, not that give up. That was great to see him swamp to the ball. 2nd down and 9. for Atascocita Eagles. Ball on the 12-yard line with 7 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Let's see what we have here. See if the defense can keep making plays like that. And we see ball handed off to number 6. And, that was a great run right there. Got some great blocking. You can see where he was able to follow his blockers right in there for a gain of about 7 on a play.
If we can stop the Atascocita Eagles right here, this is what's going to really matter. And as Atascocita goes for more, I like how they went on the last play, more of a bunch set, because it can really confuse the team whether they're going to throw or whether they're going to run the ball.
Definitely so. Here we go. We see a 3rd down and 2. Hand off to number 6, making a cut in, and
the Bruins stop them right there. And that's what the Bruins going to need.
First down. It looks like they may have to see what kind of spot. Oh, they gave him the first down. I see the looks like the down bite has changed. It will be a first down and goal. Ball on the 2-yard line for Atascocita.
What's going to matter for the Bruins, like I just said, the red zone plays. You have to get those critical red zone stops in moments like these, because just now they could have kicked the field goal and we could have been getting ready for kickoff so the offense can get back on the field and work.
Definitely so. The one thing you don't want is a worn-down defense because you're on the field too long.
And we don't want our players to get wore down.
Not at all. Handoff to number 6 into the end zone for the touchdown for Atascocita. Number 6 for Atascocita is Mr. Torrey Blaylock. Torrey Blaylock. We've noticed the ball going to him a lot on that drive, and they cashed it in for 6 points.
And Coach Marco, you as a former coach, a former football coach, what do you think the Westbrook Bruins have to change to get this season turned around really fast?
Well, the first thing that looks like we're going to definitely have to do is make sure that, we get a little more physical on defense. As we see the kick going up and the kick is good, we see Atascocita 7, Westbrook Bruins 0 with 5:57 remaining in the first quarter.
Yes, sir.
Actually, what it seems like and look like we're going to have to do is on defense, we're going to have to make sure we keep consistently getting to the ball. It seems like we get to the ball on a couple of plays, but it's spotty because then we give up a big play. It seems like the Achilles heel this year has been big plays. We'd rather give up small plays because small plays net small yardage, but it nets you more a more worn-out play, which means you can wear a team down by only allowing small yardage. But when you can hit 20, 25, or even 30 in one play, it really, really takes the defense out of being able to get off the field and allowing them to chew up that much yardage just makes your defense wind down and weaker. So we're going to have to do that. And then on offense, we're going to have to cash in every time we get the ball. We're just going to have to make it work. But here, we have a chance to answer. Here we go. Kickoff by Atascocita.
And it's going to number 1 in the back to Rail Smith, and they
touchback. Now, I'm surprised to actually see that. That lets you know something about Atascocita. All season long, we've noticed no one has ever had, ever had the gall to actually kick it all the way back there. Everything has been a pooch kick, but we noticed they're going to go right at Westbrook by kicking it out there and putting it back there in the end zone. Say, hey, get the ball. And that speaks big for Atascocita. What do you think?
And I believe Westbrook has to respond with the same boldness. We're in a fight for fight here, and as the Bruins get ready to start on the 25, and let's see what the Bruins can do.
Here we go. We got 1st and 10. Westbrook Bruins on their own 25-yard line. Looks like they're getting a play.
And we got Darius Simeon in the backfield again, a very big back.
There's the snap, and ball is given to Mr. Simeon, who gets about 3 yards on the play. Little cutback run.
Darius Simeon, he's the kind of back that if you do not wrap up, he will break your tackle. And Darius Simeon, almost about 210 pounds of solid muscle, very lean guy. And Darius Simeon is also very evasive, too.
See, that's what we're definitely going to need. Maybe bruise up a little bit and then, go back to third was he can just take and use his finesse and speed. Here we go. 2nd down and 7. Pass complete to number 5.
Carter Holmes, man. Carter Holmes has been a new addition to Westbrook this year after transferring from Kelly. And I believe that Carter Holmes is going to be a big part of our passing game this week for the Westbrook Bruins. And another thing about Carter Holmes actually leads our district in receiving yards. Last week he had a very explosive first play. And look at Darius Simeon. I told you he's not a guy that you want to arm tackle. He's a guy that you're going to have to wrap up all night. And I believe if we can put our mark on those little small plays like that, we'll be in the end zone before you know it.
Definitely so. Now, you definitely right there. I saw, a couple of arms that he brought with him coming through that hole right there. So, yeah, you definitely have to put a shoulder in. But that was a great run right there to get the first down for Westbrook Bruins. 1st down and 10, ball on their own 43-yard line with 4 minutes and 29 seconds remaining in the first quarter. We see Westbrook moving the ball somewhat efficiently off of the last 3 plays here. And on 1st down, we go back to Darius Simeon, who has been pursued by number 91. He was pursued from the beginning by number 91 from the backside. Number 91 of Atascocita is – actually, I don't have a 91 for Atascocita on here. Tell you what, anybody that's out there, if you're listening from Atascocita, let us know who number 91 is so we can make sure to say his name when he has his highlights.
And I see another person on a defensive line for Atascocita, number 99. He's a big guy, very physical. And, ooh.
Whoa, now that was a hit. Boy, that was a pass. Looked like would have been completed to Terrell Third Smith. But, man, that was a massive hit right there by Atascocita.
You know what? I like how Third got back up, and that's what we're going to need to do this game. We're going to have some big plays, and we're going to have some down plays, but we're going to need to get up every single play to make sure that the Bruins stay on top in this game.
Here we go with 3rd down and 8. We notice we have an empty backfield. 5 wide receivers for the Westbrook Bruins.
And let's just talk about Roy Jenkins, the quarterback, a sophomore. So this Bruin team is actually very young. So every year that this team comes up, I see them getting better and better every single year.
Right now they're juniors and, sophomores. You have a couple of seniors. It looked like, there we go, ball. Pass complete to Terrell Third Smith. Gain of about 3 on the play, looks like. That'll bring up another 4th down.
I would love to see us go for it right now. We have nothing to lose. We're at our 50-yard line, so we're 50-50 here.
There you go. We're midfield. Midfield, 4th down and 3 yards.
But it looks like the Bruins have selected to punt. That's okay. Punting can sometimes be the wise thing, but we have number 4 in the backfield for Atascocita.
Let's never forget, like you said earlier, trick plays. You never know if the coaches will listen. This might be one. 4th down and 3, ball on their own 50-yard line, and nope, it's not a trick play. Kick is up and takes a great bounce and out of bounds. Looks like at the 11-yard line where Atascocita will take over.
And that's Andrew Nightrider, the punter right there. He's actually another sophomore, and he's going to be a big guy for the Bruins. I know they transitioned him from a little bit of defense. He was a hard-hitting guy last year to our punter. And you know what? Everybody has their partner team, and I'm so excited to see this Bruin team come together tonight.
Well, I tell you what, I had the opportunity to coach Mr. Nightrider and be along with that team last year. And I can tell you what, he's a very, very special kid. And if you look at him in the hallway, you really wouldn't even think he's a football player because he just looks so calm and serene every time you see him. But I tell you what, out here on the football field, it's great to see him find his fit. And I tell you, a punter and a kicker is very valuable here. Oh, we see number 6 for Atascocita coming through the hole. And, man, he was about to pick up speed there. Gain of 15 yards on the play. There, they just opened up a hole where Mack Truck could come through, and he came through it.
You know what? That's who Westbrook's going to have to start tonight. I'm not saying take your eyes off of the other players, but if you can run, it's no need to pass. We will run the ball all day. So I want them to focus on number 6 and make sure that we can stop the running game so where they can get to a little harder things of passing.
Here we go. We got first down and 10 for Atascocita Eagles. Ball on their own 25-yard line. Oh, I see some laundry in the backfield there. That flag came out before the play was even going. I wonder if that's a false start. We'll see. Referee coming up. False start on the Atascocita Eagles. That'll be a 5-yard penalty to bring up a first down and 15 on their own 20-yard line. We'll take the penalty, definitely. Now, the one thing we can't do is just give those yards back.
Yes, sir.
Got to make sure we keep them going backwards. And, you know, number 6 for Atascocita, he looks like to be a pretty sizey fellow himself.
Yes, sir, he is.
Mr. Torrey Blaylock. And we see Atascocita back to pass. He's looking over the top. Quarterback has a lot of time. Pass complete to number 16. Number 16 of Atascocita is Cameron Glenn. Cameron Glenn, great pass. Now, what we notice is we're not getting much pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback has a lot of time to look and just stand in and see what he wants to see. Gonna have to get some pressure on him to see what he does with pressure. But we know we'd rather keep him in the pocket. Can't let him get loose. He's got great feet.
You know, the Bruins just went to a 3-front defense instead of they took one D lineman out, but I think that we need to put that D lineman back in so we can get a lot of pressure on the quarterback. Because if we can get a lot of pressure on the quarterback will become very frantic, and that's more room for error for the Bruins.
There you go. Here we go. We got a second down here. Bruins stop them there. Gain of about, hold on, let's see. Oh, it's a first down and 10. Sorry about that. First down and 10 with 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Ball on their own 36-yard line with flags all over the place. That usually means false start or illegal procedure on the offense.
We have a false start on the Atascocita Eagles again. And, you know, those are the little penalties that will make you lose a game. You know, we played Atascocita here about 2 years ago, my sophomore year, under Coach Peavy. And those little things actually cost us to lose the game. We lost by 2 points. So it was a game by the hair, but those little things will cause us to lose.
Yeah, definitely so. And I tell you what, Atascocita going backwards again. It's first down and 15. Ball in there on 31-yard line. Handoff to number 6 and
stopped right there by the Bruins.
52. Number 52 was there for Westbrook, ready to rock and roll. Jabarius Broussard, there he is.
You know that guy right there. If you do not know Jabarius Broussard, you will get to know his name. He's been on varsity ever since his sophomore year. And I want to talk about, I got to play with him last year. You want to talk about a very explosive person. Him and Braxton Chambers on the D-line, you're going to talk about they're going to make a mess.
Definitely so. And tonight, they really going to have to mess it up if we're going to get it. We see motion, number 6, and quarterback keeper up the middle for a gain of about, let's see, 6 yards on the play there. That'll bring up a third down and 7.
And Atascocita's quarterback is also a very young guy.
Oh, very much so. Let's see. Number 1, Zion Brown. You know those names, whenever you name somebody Zion, it just seems like they're just doing big things, huh?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. We got a third down and 7 for Atascocita. And quarterback has a lot of time. Great block in there, and he takes off running, and he gets a first down.
You know, he had all that time, but at the same time, I think we should also send a linebacker. Because, you know, if we have a linebacker that'll clear that hole, he does not have as much time, and he won't get the first down.
Definitely so. We may have to have a spy on him, because I can tell you what, he can throw it, and we can see that he can run it. For another first down for Atascocita. First quarter winding down, 11 seconds and counting.
And I believe that was a good quarter for the Bruins.
Oh, very much so. And last play of the first quarter, Atascocita Eagles going over the top. looked like that ball was tipped there. Was it tipped there? Or was it overthrown? Looked like it was tipped.
Looked like it was tipped with a little bit of it being overthrown. But you know what? Since the first quarter is over, what do you think the Bruins need to improve on in the first quarter?
Well, I tell you what, here in the first quarter, I mean, like we said, we just got to stop giving up the big play. Try to make Harold Gordon. Farrell, okay. Hey, we just found out number 91 for Atascocita Eagles, Farrell Gordon. Farrell Gordon, number 91 for Atascocita Eagles. But what it looks like we're going to have to make sure we do is just make sure we're on defense. We keep getting to the ball and don't get worn out. You know, it's a long game. You know how long of a game it is.
Yes, sir.
And I tell you what, if you allow yourself to get worn out, then what happens is, you know, you can't really support that offense. So we want to make sure that we keep them to where we're not letting them chew up 16, 17 yards. Now, I can tell you what, that play there, ooh, that was close to on the money. We saw 3 Bruins down there, but the receiver had kind of gotten out, and the speed showed, and it showed that it was that close. But, you know, great poise as we come in here for the second quarter. Atascocita Eagles 7, Westbrook Bruins 0.
And I believe also Westbrook is going to have to control the clock. This clock is ours. If we want to win the night, we're going to have to take Atascocita's offense off the field as much as possible.
Definitely so, because right now, Atascocita.
It's a fumble in the backfield.
He picks it up and passes it out to his back there. Running the flare, running down the sideline. And he is down the sideline. Did he step out?
And he is in for a touchdown, and Atascocita touchdown. And those are the plays that the Bruins are going to have to compromise. Those little plays that fumble, things like that. You know, every man has a job on that field, and as long as every man does his job, there'll be no reason for a touchdown like that. You know, it's Atascocita go with a little trick play on the extra point here. Let's see what they have in store for us.
Yeah, they set out that old swinging gate. You know, if you don't guard that, they will get 2 on you quick.
They will.
That has happened. So you have to make sure you guard that and just slide over when they go for the kick. But 63 yards on that touchdown play there for the Atascocita Eagles. What we noticed is, man, so many Bruins looked like they had a chance to get to him, and the only thing was, you know, kind of push him, never enough nudge to get him out of bounds. And that was great body balance show. It looked like he was going to fall so many times.
And let's talk about Atascocita's coaching staff. Atascocita's head coach was actually the head coach here at Westbrook, and Atascocita's O-line coach actually coached here at Westbrook. So they are not new to the 409.
Definitely so. Coach Stump, Coach Craig Stump, as well as Will Falker is the principal over there, who also used to coach in Beaumont ISD and also at Westbrook. So I can tell you what, the 409 is very well represented in Atascocita there now. And we see with 11 minutes and 45 seconds in the second quarter, scores Atascocita Eagles 14, Westbrook Bruins 0 here in Beaumont, Texas at Memorial Stadium.
And this is
– go ahead.
This is going to be the moment where Westbrook's going to have to change the gears. You know, they're going to have to own this game right now while it's 2 touchdowns away.
I can tell you what, they're going right at the backfield of Westbrook, kicking the ball straight into him where the speed is, and it's a great run back all the way down to the 27-yard line.
By number 5, number 15, Juju.
Juju. That's number 15 now. We know that Juju has great speed, and, you know, he showed some of that speed and actually has some great blocking up front to be able to get that ball out to the 27-yard line. Let's see what Westbrook does here. It's a 1st and 10. You notice, you know, a lot of times, and you notice a lot more teams doing it now. It used to be a huddle. Now you don't see huddles that much in the game. You notice everybody come to the line, see what the defense is giving you, so then you can adjust to that. And ball is handed off to,
Jalen Parkerson. You know, Jalen Parkerson, he's a guy that the Westbrook Bruins just got back Deer Park game, and he made a lot of noise Deer Park game. So I'm so excited to see how Jalen Parkerson does in the backfield.
Well, you know, it seems like, Westbrook has a great selection of backs. And if we can get them out there and they can show their speed, I tell you what, it's going to be a great game for the Bruins. Got to get through this first line here and get to the second level. Second down and 11, loss of 1 on that play. Ball on their own 26-yard line. 11 minutes and counting in the second quarter.
And Roy Jenkins with the rollout.
Pass complete. But
to Jalen
for
Parks.
about, 3 yards there.
And you know what? Those little plays might get us to where we need to go. But I believe the Bruins, we have to take a shot here downfield to get Atascocita spooked up.
Definitely so. We're going to have to show that we're not afraid to go down there. Here we go, 3rd down and 7. Ball in that 30-yard line. And we see again, Bruins line up. Look at the defense then. Adjust the play. Motion for the Bruins in the backfield. And, quarterback, it was
almost a sack, but good thinking by the quarterback, Roy Jenkins, to get that ball out as soon as possible.
And he had a receiver in the area, therefore it wouldn't be an intentional grounding. Tell you what, he was pursued almost from the beginning. Like you said, great job to not try to take a shot somewhere and just make something happen. Great job of just getting rid of that ball.
Over the coming weeks, I've seen a lot of maturity in quarterback Roy Jenkins. He's very young, and it's his first time playing 6A ball. This is also called big boy football.
There you go.
So we're so excited to see him compete with others.
Here we go. The punt is up, and Westbrook fields the punt at the 45-yard line, where Atascocita will take over. Here in the 3rd quarter with 10 minutes and 2 seconds remaining. All right, here we go now. 10 minutes and 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter here. Atascocita on their own 45-yard line. 1st down and 10. Fake the handoff in and swing pass to going down the sideline, and wow, those are the kind of plays that we're going to have to stop giving up right there.
Yes, sir.
Swing pass right there, gain of looked like about 30 on the play, all the way down to the 28-yard line, and actually going from the, that was a gain of actually 37 yards. 1st down and 10. Had a lot of time to look, going for the end zone.
Intercepted by number 12.
Man, it looks like the receiver at the last minute turned off, and the ball was right there in the lap.
Westbrook.
Now that should be a motivation starter right there.
That may be just what the Bruins needed to get the drive going.
I mean, you can see, you see all the movement right there on the Bruins sideline now. Got a whole lot more moving, a lot livelier. Let's see if the Bruins can capitalize off of this turnover. Atascocita doesn't make too many turnovers.
Yes, sir. And the Atascocita, one thing about them, they play very simple football.
Definitely. So when you get something like this, you definitely have to cash in. Look like they're going to bring some pressure here. 1st down and 10 for the Westbrook Bruins. Ball in their own 20-yard line.
Off the edge with that outside linebacker, they're looking to bring pressure.
And ball handed off to Terrell Smith, gain of about 2 on the play.
Hand off to number 1, Terrell Smith.
Big number 99 you see down there at the bottom of that pile. Tell you what, now that guy there can clog a hole.
Yes, sir.
Hey, now, folks, don't forget, if you're listening to this broadcast under the sound of our voice, like and subscribe. Send us some comments. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know how we're doing. And let us know you're enjoying the program. Here we go. 2nd down and 8 for the Westbrook Bruins. Ball handed off to Terrell third, Smith. And brought down right at the first down marker. And it looks like he will be given the first down. Gain of 8 on the play. Gain of 8 on the play.
That's exactly what the Bruins needed, to play fast, get fast going, because Atascocita, the one thing about them, as soon as you run the ball, run it up their throats, they will become very tired.
And, you know, play the game of fatigue right there. That's what we want to do. Here we go. First down and 10, ball on their own 30-yard line. And ball handed off to Terrell Third Smith again off the left side. Almost had some room to get out of there, but brought down after it looks like a gain of about 7 yards on the carry. Now, you know, chewing up about 7 yards per carry will get you where you're trying to go.
Sir.
You know, eating up yardage like that will get you where you got to go, allow you to, like you said, control the clock. So let's see if we can keep and sustain this drive right here. Be a second down and 3. Ball on their own 37-yard line.
And Roy Jenkins drops back.
And going over the top. We've got some speed. Oh, there we have a flag, folks. We have a flag. Looks like we will have pass interference. The looks like the corner didn't get his head across, and he did make contact right there. Therefore, that is a pass interference.
And that ball was targeted for Trey Roy. Trey Roy has been a very dynamic receiver for the Bruins, especially whenever they need those little yards to make big plays.
Definitely so, and that speed that he showed off right there, it is a pass interference. It'll be a 15-yard automatic first down for the Westbrook Bruins. Tell you what, you know, that pass interference might have actually kept the touchdown. So sometimes as a coach, you'd rather that. I'd rather that than giving up 6.
And again, it's those little things. Those
There
little
you go.
things that's going to make or break the game.
And see, another thing, you know, the one thing that we all know about, you know, high school football, you know, in high school football, you only get 15 yards for the pass interference. It's not a spot foul. So, therefore, with only getting 15 yards, sometimes as a coach, it's like, hey, we'll take that, rather than giving up 40 yards or a whole 6. And swing pass to number 15 by Westbrook Bruins, brought in and brought out on the sideline. Looks like Westbrook is really, they're putting together a drive here, you know, keeping the Atascocita on their heels here. You know, keep sustaining a drive like this, you'll get in the end zone.
Let's talk about this offensive coordinator, Coach Perkins. I've had the pleasure to work for Coach Perkins over the past year, and Coach Perkins is really one of those guys that's going to make you think whenever he calls it.
And here we go. We have a first down and 10 for the Westbrook Bruins. Ball handed off to number 1, Terrell Third Smith, and stood up by big number 99 and number 23. Big number 99. Okay, I don't want to mess this name up, but I am going to try and say it. Samu Tamanu Pepe. I think I'm going off on a limb there, but I think that's how you would be able to pronounce that. If I did it right, let me know, please. I'm sure somebody out there listening is probably going, or hey. Here we go. Ball handed off to number 4.
Number 4, Gary Simmons.
Gain of about 2 right there.
And it's third down for the Bruins.
Yeah, the third down and 5. You know, we want to try and limit the third down situations. But the third down and 5 is very manageable for the Bruins. Empty backfield here. Ball on Westbrook's 32-yard line. No, ball on, I'm sorry, Eagles' 32-yard line. And we have a timeout, Westbrook. Timeout, Westbrook. Now, tell me, you know, just a little bit about you. You know, what's going on with you? You know, you were a football player and I remember my first year coming out to the field. I really watched you work really hard and watched you get there, and playing varsity ball, and you're tall, but man, it's physical out there. So, you being up here at the booth tonight, what's going on with you?
So I had the pleasure to play football for Westbrook over the past 3 years, and just recently, over this past year, I accepted an internship position at a church, and now that's what I'm doing with my life right now. But it's always good that I get to come back and be on these little talk shows, and now I am actually the chaplain for the Westbrook football team.
Oh man, see, now that's what we call giving back, because you know what? Whenever you can give back the spirit, you're definitely giving back a whole lot. So I tell you what, man, it's great to have you up here. I'm glad to be up here in the booth, which we've always had a ball, and I've always loved to hear you speak. So here we go. Westbrook back onto the field. 3rd down and 5. Westbrook on the Eagle 32-yard line. Swing pass number 50. But we see here a lot of laundry on the field. Flags came from a couple of places. Looks like, is that going to be a pass interference on Atascocita? And I believe we have okay, so Westbrook loses those 5 yards there. And going over the top.
A little bit overthrown.
Barely overthrown. Barely overthrown there, which will bring up a 4th and goal for the Bruins. Are we going to get 3 points out of this, folks? Or are we going to, let's see, are we bringing on the field goal unit? Yes, sir. Looks like the Bruins will bring on the field goal unit.
And we are back now on BISD TV.
All right, here we go. We're back with 4 minutes and 8 seconds remaining, and the kick is up, and it is no good. Wide right. No good. Wide right. And with 4 minutes and 4 seconds here in Beaumont, Texas at BISD Memorial Stadium, we have Atascocita Eagles 14, Westbrook Bruins 0. A great drive right there that just kind of got stagnant right at the red zone. And you said it, when you get it there that close, you got to punch that in.
Yes, sir, we do.
Giving Atascocita 4 more minutes with the ball here, that's something we really don't want to do.
In football terminology, that's about 1 million minutes right there for them to be able to punch it in. So let's hope that the Bruins defense can get a stop.
Here we go. 1st down and 10 for Atascocita Eagles.
Oh!
And the ball, did he get control of it? Yes, he did. Wow, number 15.
Spectacular catch.
The Atascocita Eagles. Man, that was an amazing focus to keep on with that. Darryl Gill. But that was great focus for him to hold on to that. That'll bring up a 1st down and 10 for the Atascocita Eagles. Handoff to number 6 on through the middle, and looked like he carried one and brought down for a gain of 15 yards. Be another 1st down for Atascocita Eagles. Looks like Atascocita, it looks like they're playing uphill. I mean, actually, it looks like they're running straight downhill here now. Ball on the 46, on their own 46-yard line. 3 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
One thing that I say about Atascocita is playing textbook football. They're not trying to get too fancy, and they're not trying to get too bold. So I believe that the Bruins,
right there,
we're just going to have to be able to stop the textbook football.
And that's definitely so. One thing that people don't talk about a lot is they don't talk about the blocking up front. Blocking up front, without it, you really can't do anything else. And, they're getting great blocking up front, which why those backs look like they're just walking through. Here we go, 2nd down and 3 after a 7-yard pickup. Ball on the Bruin 47-yard line. Number 1 with a lot of time, and oh my, how did he get so wide open? And he is in for the touchdown. Touchdown number 14. 47-yard touchdown by number 14, Claude Slaughter from Zion Brown. And again, another big play. Big play. And again, like we said, that upfront blocking is really, the quarterback has all the time to read and go down. Not exactly sure what happened to the coverage right there, but we saw number 14 just wide open. Oh, it's going to be a long night
for the Bruins. If we don't get a hold of it very soon, it is going to be a long night for us. But that's it.
Just like that, it's 21-0. 21, Atascocita, 0 for the Bruins in the second quarter with 2 minutes and 26 seconds remain.
As halftime is approaching, Coach, what do you think that they need to change to get this game turned around?
Well, same thing that's been killing all year long, big plays. Gotta limit big plays, it's hard to give up, and I've been in games whereas one big play was the cost of the game. So we know that we can't live with constantly having multiple big plays, but like we said, we're young, and in being young, a lot of times those growing pains, these are the ones you grow from.
Yes, sir.
But it being 21-0, remember, we still have a whole nother half of ball to play, and we never know, it could be a tale of two halves like sometimes it is.
Yes, sir.
Halftime, and being in there at halftime, all the adjustments that are made.
Yes, sir.
We just have to take the time to see, how everything's adjusted and what has to happen. And the kickoff we see goes out of bounds.
Kick is out of bounds. Penalty markers.
And that will be a flag for the Atascocita Eagles. But, Coach, yes, I do know all the halftime changes that go in. You know what? The Bruins have experience where they were very down, and they almost had a chance to come back against Manville week 2. So I don't think that the Bruins are over.
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, here we go. We have the Bruins taking over on the 30-yard line. First down and 10 with 2 minutes and 26 seconds remaining in the first half. It'd be great to get a touchdown here before we go into halftime.
Yes, sir.
Go in on a high note and see what happens. Now, hey, folks, if you are listening, please like and subscribe and send us some comments. Don't forget to get your third quarter shout-outs in. Third quarter shout-outs. Get those in so we can make sure we shout out your mom, your dad, aunt, uncle, grandma, grandpa, even the cat or the dog.
That was almost a close one there for Mr. Roy Jenkins. I believe that in this time we're going to have to run the football, conserve the football, because we do not want another Atascocita score going into the halftime.
Definitely so. We do not need a turnover here with 2 minutes and 22 seconds remaining. Second down and 10 for the Westbrook Bruins. Handoff to Terrell, third. And third is brought down after a gain of about 1. There was nowhere for him to go. There's nowhere for him to go there. Atascocita has shown that they're going to get to the ball on defense. And they're being very, very stingy here. Got to bring a third down and 9. You playing defense, what do you, on third down and 9s, if you're on defense, what do you be thinking?
You can't jump off sides. The offsides and the little things, those are things that's going to cost us. But also to be more aware of the trick plays. Trick plays come up either the first play or they come up on these 3rd and 9s whenever Westbrook and teams like this are desperate for those extra yardage and for a score.
Definitely so, and you are definitely right. When a team is really in need to show you a different look, or they notice you've been reading something all night long, is when they can, come back with a trick play and really, really stymie you here. So let's see what happens, because right now we're looking at a 3rd down and 9 for the Westbrook Bruins. And we do not want to give the ball back to Atascocita with this much time. We're not taking that much time off the clock. So if we can pick up this 3rd down here, this is a big play for the Westbrook Bruins.
And just a reminder that Atascocita will be coming out with the ball on third quarter. So I believe that the Bruins will have to score now. And we were just shut down as the ball was thrown to Carter Holmes. And now Coach Langston has a choice. Are we going to punt it or we're going to go for it to try to get in the score?
Well, I tell you what, 4th down and 9, actually 4th down and 12, loss of 3 right there on the play. He had nowhere to go. As soon as he caught the ball, defender was there, and he made a move, but the defender was very, very poised and stayed home and made the open field tackle right there. You know, that's the hardest thing to do is make an open field tackle where it's just you. You know, if this person gets loose, they could definitely make some bad things happen, so you have to make that tackle. And he was very, very, very poised and stayed home, which brings up a 4th down and 12. And I definitely think that on here, you don't go for it right now. It's too deep where you are, and it's not where it is. You want to kind of conserve and preserve. Play the game of field position here.
Yes, sir.
This is not Madden like, we know that our other host, Mr. Josh Lamb, he'd tell you, hey, if it's 4th and 200, I'm going for it. And kick is up, and looks like a nice punt by Mr. Knight Rider. And he is. Wow. What a hit right there. Number 14. Wow. For the Westbrook Bruins, Bradley Coba.
And that's what we like to see, fast, explosive football. And just a reminder, it is the alumni game tonight, so if you are a Westbrook alumni, give us a major shout-out. We have been going for 40 years.
Oh, okay. Oh, we had the replay up. Oh, okay, that was the wrong replay right there. We're going to get you the right one just shortly. I know that looked a lot different than what you just saw, but technical difficulties. Here we go. Boom. Whoa. You see right there, folks? That's what you want to see. You know, there's still life right there. And, man, that was a monster hit right there. And we see, and look. See, that's how we were saying Westbrook would have to get to the ball. And we see a host of Bruins right there on that swing pass.
You know, we are still in this game. We're 3 touchdowns away.
And, you know, 3 touchdowns when you consider it, all it takes is just how do you eat a mountain? One piece at a time.
Yes, sir.
Here we go, 2nd down and 8 with 1 minute and 25 seconds remaining in the first half. Here in Beaumont, Texas at BISD Memorial Stadium. Ball handed off to number 6. And we know he can get through there and get out. Looks like he has picked up a first down.
Number 6 ran behind all of his bodyguards.
Yeah, definitely so. I tell you what, all those white jerseys he had right there, you know, they're really, really pushing the line and pushing the pile. I mean, big number 78, number 72, number 74. You know, you can see them right down there on the line, number 58. I mean, they are just really, really, you know, pushing the pile here. And it was 2nd down and 10. And we have a timeout at Atascocita. Now, you know, with 45 seconds remaining, you have a timeout. There's no injury on the field. You know what that usually means. They're going for another score.
Yes, sir. They're trying to make something tricky here to separate the Bruins from that victory.
So what do you do right here with 45 seconds remaining? Do you play it safe on defense, or do you send them some pressure? What you think?
I think what Westbrook needs to do, I think we need to hop back in our 3 front, and let's drop back on the coverage because, of course, the Atascocita is still in their boundary. So you want to drop back, and I think that it'll be good to have more secondary and more linebackers to help you.
Well, let's see. Let's see what happens right here on the play. We have 2nd down and 7. Ball right at midfield on the 50-yard line. 45 seconds remaining in the first half.
And the Bruins did just what I thought they would do. They went to 3 front to get more secondary in the game.
And with the clock moving, it's another first down, pickup of 11 yards on the play. Sorry, 10 yards. Ball on the 40-yard line, and we see that hurry-up offense And number 1 going to pass complete.
And this is where we're going to have to tackle. The non-tackling is going to cost the Bruins.
Definitely so. We see the clock has stopped while the chains are moving. It's 28.5 seconds remaining. Another first down. Ball on the 22-yard line. And another pass. Gain of about 8 yards on the play right there.
And the clock is still rolling, and the Atascocita Eagles look to punch it in right here in the second quarter.
And
he spikes the ball to stop the clock. Let's see what Atascocita has right here for us.
Tell you what, that'll bring up a 3rd down and 3 with 9.3 seconds remaining. Are they going to go for the kick or are they going to go for a touchdown here?
I think they're going for the touchdown. I say go big or go home.
Definitely so. But, sometimes you just got to get those points if you can. But I tell you what, that lets you know Atascocita feels like that they can get the touchdown out of this rather than settle for, the field goal.
With 9 seconds on the clock, what do they always say? Nothing's impossible.
With 9.3 seconds remaining, this may be the last play of the first half. And, we see Bruins get pressure on number 1, the quarterback. Great block there, and he brings it. He's running, still running, and knocked out of bounds.
That is a close on the second half.
And there's a flag. Wait a minute, folks. Wait a minute. And look here, we have the replay here, and we see he is flushed out of the pocket and still able to keep the ball in.
Ooh, and he was hit. Punished by number 6.
Let's hope they don't call a targeting on that for helmet to helmet. Let's see what this flag is right here. Sometimes when you end up having a helmet-to-helmet contact that close, they call it targeting. And they waved the flag off. Great job there. So that'll bring up halftime. 21 Atascocita and Westbrook 0. Please, folks, enjoy the 28-minute halftime, and we will be back after halftime. And just a word, back, the stream may go down, but we're trying to troubleshoot it. Just stick with us, folks. We will make sure we get right back to the action and to the bands so you have an opportunity to be able to see the students perform and enjoy. Thank you very, very much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the beautiful, talented, award-winning Atascocita Patriots dance team. 2022-2023 dance officers are Junior Lieutenant Rachel Littell, Junior Lieutenant Casey Fox, First Lieutenant Ileana Reyes, Co-Captain Renaya Thomas, and your 2022-2023 Captain Kaylee Tanning. Patriots are under the direction of Shelby Westover and Cassie Starks. We would like to give a special thank you to the following sponsors. Our year would not be possible without their generous support. Geo Solutions, Silvers & Sons, Gerald J. Hill, Attorney at Law, K&S Sportswear, and the Movement Experience. Tonight, the Patriots would like to dedicate their performance to the Patriot Booster Club for their constant support and dedication to make our year successful. without you. Tonight, the Patriots will entertain you with their field kick routine to Bang Bang. We hope you enjoy the show. This year's social officers are Junior Social Officer Brianna Morin, Junior Social Officer Madison Braden, Senior Social Officer Reagan Sales, Senior Social Officer Liberty Parham, Vice President Annabelle Smith, and President Charlotte Smith. The girls of the week are Dancer Malia Garcia and Spirit Girl McKinley Smith. Good luck, ladies. Now formed on the north side of Memorial Stadium, it's the Atascocita High School Military Marching Band. Their performance tonight will include a festival prelude by Alfred Reed, the Chicago World's Fair Centennial Celebration 1933 March by Carl Maynard, the Niedermeyer Triumphal March by Carl King, Queen City March by Walter Bourne, and March Independencia by Robert Hall. Ladies and gentlemen, from Maumelle, Texas, it's the Atascocita High School Military Marching Band. Let's hear it for the Atascocita High School Military Marching Band. The band directors are Brian Best, Anthony Hicks, and Haley Cook. The directors are entirely grateful to the parents of the booster program who give up countless hours for our students. Championship mindset. Show up, all in, no regrets. For more information on the band program, please visit us online at www.atascocitaband.com.
Huh?
Nothing much.
You enjoying the game?
Yeah.
We're losing, sadly.
Yeah, that's normal though.
Yeah, true.
Are you
got a
recording
point.
for the live stream?
Yeah, but my camera's not live. We had to do the volleyball game, so my camera was messed up. But I was still recording like I had the camera.
Yeah, I saw it on the YouTube.
Yeah.
Hey, Bryce.
Yeah.
I think there's a mic out here. That's live. Oh, I see. Yeah, the mic's right there. Oh no, it's right there. No, yeah, just to be careful.
Taking the field this evening are current and former members of Sound Power and the Westbrook Stars. This evening, your Stars alumni will perform to Hey Baby, followed by your current Westbrook Stars performing to Raise Your Glass.
what's known as that. I was known as Have you shown? Okay. You got barbers on They still playing this?
Social officers this year are President Samantha Sue, Vice President Ashley Bates, Secretary Isabella Barrett, Historian Alonzo Thigpen, Spirit Leader Emma Campbell, and Chaplain Katie Davis. The stars are under the direction of Junior Lieutenant Neil Miller, Junior Lieutenant Kara Roberts, Junior Lieutenant Cheryl Lynn Cannon, Senior Lieutenant Rachel Dean, Senior Lieutenant Honey Beacon, First Lieutenant Lydia Madden, and Captain Lieutenant Montgomery.
Okay, Josh. This one's coming
At
on.
this time, will you please turn your attention to the 50-yard line? We welcome to the field Dr. Shannon Allen, Superintendent of Schools, Mike Murdoch, Director of Fine Arts, and joining them, Mrs. Carol Trousdale and Mr. Michael Trousdale, wife and son of our beloved Mr. Jack Trousdale. In October, we'll be installing a wall plaque in the band to honor home that will read Jack Trousdale came to Forest Park High School in 1979 and was responsible for the direction and founding of the Westbrook High School Sound Power Band. Under his leadership, Sound Power garnered numerous accolades for their focus on performance and community service. During his 23-year tenure, 1979 to 2002, he served as a respected colleague and admired mentor throughout the community. Jack Trousdale is indeed and always will be the leader of the band. There are many alumni on the field tonight that had the honor and privilege to march under Mr. Trousdale's leadership. Before Sound Power and the alumni leave the field, they will play one of Mr. T's favorites, Paw Power. We know that he is standing in his chair, beaming with pride.
Updating scores of other games. Halftime, Memorial 10, Crosby 10. Halftime, Dayton 24, Nederland nothing. Late second quarter, Texas City 14, TNG 14. Second quarter, Silsby 34, Hardin Jefferson nothing. The final from last night, North Shore 38, CD King 3. Halftime, Summer Creek 21, Humboldt 7.
What's good, Westbrook? My name is Olivia Ross, and today we are going to Ms. Bonzo's class to watch as they do a microscope experiment. Should be interesting. Follow us along as we go.
Hi, I'm Ms. Bonsall. I teach freshman biology here at Westbrook High School. I started at Westbrook, and this is my third year to teach. I've taught all 3 years at Westbrook High School. Hi, so today during biology, my students are going to look at cells underneath microscopes. Today we're going to be looking at eukaryotic plant cells and eukaryotic animal cells. You know that a cell is eukaryotic if it has a true nucleus, and we did some color sheets to label the organelles in the cell. So a cell is eukaryotic if it has a true nucleus and if it has membrane-bound organelles. So here are our 2 drawings of a plant cell and an animal cell that we did previously to help the students with today's lab. Today I hope that my students can ground their learning using this lab. I hear them say all the time that they want to be real scientists. So today we're going to be real scientists, and we're going to look in a microscope just like a real scientist does and identify some different specimens. We're going to look at plant cells and animal cells today from different species. When my students leave at the end of the year, I really want them to remember the labs we did, the activities we did, and something relevant from our lessons. I like to help my students learn about their bodies and about their health and what could make them sick and could make them healthier. So I just want them to use the information from my class to better their lives, to make healthier choices, and to understand what's going on when they go to the doctor's office.
Thank you for following along, and a huge thank you to Ms. Bonzo for allowing us to come out today. Great things are happening at 8750 Phelan Boulevard, and we will keep you guys updated all year round.
All right, we are so excited to see you guys back for the 3rd quarter here at BISD Memorial Stadium, Westbrook versus Atascocita. Now again, Westbrook did not leave off on a bad note, and the Atascocita Eagles came to play early, but I'm so excited to see all the halftime adjustments that both teams made.
Well, we know some things had to happen, and we are glad to be back. You know, it's 21 Atascocita, Westbrook 0, and we see that Atascocita will get the ball back. But I think definitely at halftime, the first thing that you can say is that, you know, it's still, the score is still contained where you can still strike. And given an opportunity to know that, you know, the game is not without, out of reach, you know, it's give us an opportunity if our defense can come out and make a stop right here, that could bring a whole different new life into this ball game.
Yes, sir.
Now, it is 3rd quarter, folks, and remember, get your 3rd quarter shout-outs in so that we can shout out whomever you want to shout out, and make sure that they're listening. Also, like and subscribe, and send us some comments. Let us know how we're doing so that we can definitely keep the broadcast going. We do this for our kids, and we want to make sure that we give them the best product possible, as well as for our viewers. We want to make sure that you enjoy the game. And we see Westbrook kicks off high, pooch kick out of bounds. that will bring out a flag here, start the second half. And Atascocita will start the second half on the 30-yard line. You know, Cam, what did you see that, you know, maybe we need to adjust this half to do something different?
We're there. That's all I got to say. We're there. And the Bruins, whenever we're there, we have to make the play. Just how we were at the end zone, we were in field goal range, and we missed the field goal. It's the little things that we have to do. You know, district, let's say we tie with somebody in district, it all goes down to a point system. So we need every single point that we can get.
Definitely so. And, you know, we right now, first down and 10 for Atascocita Eagles. Coming off the left side of the line there, number 6, who's been running the ball hard all night long. Right there, pickup of about, it's a first down. Pickup of 11 yards on the play there. See, those kind of plays, we can't give those kind of plays up. And 11 yards per carry and continue to make it.
Wide open.
Man.
You know, that's what Westbrook has to stop right there, the wide open. You know, you can almost drive a truck through these gaps. We want to minimize the gaps that we have here.
Definitely so. We see quarterback number 1, Zion Brown. We see him bounce that ball out and get all the way out. And those receivers out there were blocking some ferociously, which allowed him to pick up a whole chunk of yardage. Had to bring up a first down and 10 for the Atascocita Eagles on the Bruin 46-yard line. And see kind of a shovel pass right there to actually a pitch to number 6.
And number six. He has been the guy for Atascocita tonight. And I'm just waiting for the day that the Bruins can go ahead and shut him down.
Here we go, second down and 2. Pickup of 8 on the carry there. Ball on the Bruin 38-yard line. And handoff here to, guess who? Number 6. And he bounces it out, going in for the touchdown. 38-yard run for number 6. And we've said his name many, many times tonight. We all know it, folks. Mr. Troy Blaylock.
Man, Troy Blaylock, he has been such a dynamic force for Atascocita. You know, the Bruins, they just have to stop Troy Blaylock if they want a shot at winning this game today.
You know, between number 1, number 6, and number 14, those have been really the three-headed giants for the Atascocita Eagles. And we see a flag right here on the play. They set up on that swinging gate right there for on the kickoff, and we see that looked like the call was delay a game on the Atascocita Eagles, and it backs the ball up 5 yards for the extra point try.
5 yards against
and they're going back again with that swinging gate formation.
Again, you know, folks, if you don't line up to play it, they'll definitely toss the ball out there on you and run that in, and that's an easy block. But we see that line up for the extra point, and it is up, and it is good. Ball hit
and the kick is good. Eagles.
Ball hit the scoreboard there. In the third quarter, with 11 minutes and 5 seconds remaining, we have Atascocita Eagles 28, Westbrook Bruins 0. You know, it's just been just a plague of big plays. You know, the yardage is 11 yards, 16 yards, then we have 38-yard plays. We've had 5 different plays of over 30 yards, and that will definitely kill a game when you're trying to play.
And that's what's costing the Bruins, and that's what's been costing us all season. It's like we play good whenever we're in a second down and all that territory, but as soon as we break third down, it's like we lose it all.
Definitely so. And again, you know, you can't consistently give up plays of 30-plus yards and something good happens. we'll see here, though, the Bruins still have a chance to answer right here in the third quarter. It is early in the third quarter, 11 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. And we have the Eagles kicking off, going right at that back line of the Bruins, saying we're not afraid of y'all. But the kick is out of bounds.
Kick goes out of bounds.
Which means the Westbrook Bruins will take over
First down, Bruins.
on their own 30-yard line.
You know, that's been all night. All the kicks are going out of bounds, but each team is costing themselves as they're giving each other an extra 5 yards.
I'll tell you what, that extra 10 yards could make a big difference. You know, in a really close game. You don't want to give anything at all. But the one thing that we notice is, like you said, both teams having those out-of-bounds kicks, getting those penalties there. But it allowed the offense to start off on the 30-yard line. Whereas we can see if Westbrook can put some things together, make some connections. Be first down and 10 here at Memorial Stadium in Beaumont, Texas. Westbrook Bruins on their own 30-yard line.
We got Roy Jenkins in the backfield with Jalen Parkerson. Let's see what they can make happen.
Looks like they're going to bring some pressure right here on the defense. Looks like pressure coming off both edges. And ball
And
handed
he is
off.
stopped at the line.
Wow. You had 3 different defenders in there on there for the Atascocita Eagles, and he had nowhere to go.
We have nowhere to go. And, you know, you see Atascocita, they know that the Bruins are going to run it. So I think what we might have to do is we might have to go to complete air raid offense to try to get some yardage here. Because if they know that you're going to run it all night, they will most definitely stuff the front. Look at Atascocita. They have a bare front end right now. 2 outside linebackers up on the line of scrimmage, and then 2 DNs and a nose tackle ready to go at them.
Here we see a little time to throw. Oh, just off. Just barely off. Pass incomplete, intended for number 13, Zamarian Brown. You know, Zamarian's a big target.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but pass just off of his fingertips. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 10. And see, these 3rd and longs, you know, they really plague you when you get into them because it makes it really difficult for an offense. And here we go. Ball on the 30-yard line. 3rd down and 10 for the Westbrook Bruins.
And it's in the air.
Over the top. And the ball is
oh, and it's almost there.
Barely overthrown. Just barely.
And that's Roy Jenkins trying to make a connection to Trey Roy. You know what? We might have to go back to that. We're going to have to make sure we're right on there.
Definitely so, because I tell you what, that was oh so close. Oh so close to being caught. Just barely off the side. And, you know, he had one more step. That could have been 6.
Back deep to receive number 5.
But with 10-13 in the 3rd quarter, we see here it'll be 4th down and 10 for the Westbrook Bruins on their own 30-yard line. As we set up for the punt. Oh, it looks like the punt was almost blocked. It is caught
by number 5 from Atascocita.
And man, if he had gotten free,
Lee with a return.
That would have really been bad.
Number 42, Thomas Brown.
And as the Atascocita Eagles offense takes the field in the 3rd quarter with 10 minutes and 3 seconds remaining on the clock.
Yeah, they'll take over on the, wait a minute, we have a flag there on the play.
You know what? I think that flag might be on them hitting the punter before he was able to release the ball.
Yeah, you know, I remember years past when those punters used to get plastered until they started understanding you got to protect those kickers. You know, a lot of the kickers are soccer players. They're not bona fide football players. You got to protect those legs. And so if that is so, let's see what we have here and what the judgment will be. You know, you have roughing the punter, and then you have hitting the punter. Hitting the punter is only a 5-yard penalty. Well, now, hold on.
Walk off against the Bruins.
That was on Westbrook.
Actually, the penalty was against the Bruins. It wasn't anything with the punter. Not exactly sure what happened. But that'll bring up a first down and 10 for the Atascocita Eagles. Ball on the Bruin 32-yard line.
And as it
Make
goes
the
out.
handoff to
Oh, and that is an almost interception for the Westbrook Bruins.
number 3. Did he catch that?
Did he catch that?
What are they going to say? Let's see if he caught that, folks. The referees are... Oh, and they called it incomplete.
Ruled incomplete.
Called it incomplete. Almost intercepted right there by the Westbrook Bruins. They faked the handoff to number 3, Justin Montgomery, and on that pass right there, man, that could have spelled big trouble for the Eagles.
Sir.
But that would have been something the Bruins really, really needed right there.
Sir. You know, these are two good football teams with great coaching staff. You know, the Westbrook Bruins have had a rough start to their season, but it's not the end. So the Westbrook Bruins still have a lot of time to make progress here.
Definitely so. Definitely so. You know, pick up right there. We see a pickup of about 3 yards on the play. That brings the third down and 7 for the Atascocita Eagles on the Bruin 29-yard line. You know, Bruins is still going to stop here. It's 9 minutes and 29 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
And it's handed off to number 23.
And he is running hard. You can see he kept his feet turning. But again, that front line of the Atascocita Eagles, it looks like they're getting about a 4 or 5 yard push every time.
Sure. You know,
It's kind of hard to stop progress when you're giving that much of a push to the line.
yes, sir. We have to set our ground and set our feet if we want to stop the run game here tonight at BIC Memorial Stadium. Now, one thing that I can see about the Atascocita Eagles, they have not converted to much of an air raid. Everything has been pretty much on the ground because that's where they're good at. And again, like I say, if you can run it, there's no need to throw it. And I think that is a stop for the Westbrook Bruins.
It definitely looks like a turnover on downs. It was 4th down and 1. The Atascocita Eagles went for it, and it looks like the Bruins have stopped them in the third quarter for a first down. Westbrook, they'll take over on downs. That was a great stop right there. Now that'll really get everybody livened up there.
And that's what the Bruins just needed right here in the third quarter.
Ball spotted at the Westbrook 23.
Here we go. You know, right now it's the Atascocita Eagles 28, Bruins 0 here in the third quarter with 8:45 remaining. But the Bruins here, you know, on that possession, they almost had an interception, but right there, that 4th down and 1. 4th and 1 stop.
And they got Terrell Smith III back in the backfield for the Bruins. So let's see what the Bruins make happen here.
We go first down and 10. Ball in their own 23-yard line.
Oh, and it's out. Oh, he threw it to a receiver. And, you know, he has to get the quick look around.
Pass intended for number 18, Trey Roy, incomplete.
Man, on that one, it looked like they may have had a little miscommunication.
Coverage for Atascocita. Second down.
Here we go, second down and 10. Ball on the Bruin 23-yard line.
And it's,
Hand off to Terrell Smith.
and he gets to the outside. And he is a dangerous player whenever he gets to the outside.
Flag there, folks. They have. Looked like either a horse collar or illegal hands. We'll see what the call is right here, folks. Right there, it looked like he had a gain of about 4 on the play. You know, right along in that middle, he has nowhere to go, so he's having to bounce everything outside to try and get around the edge. And it looks like Westbrook will have a first down off of the penalty here.
You know, right now, I believe that Westbrook, we really have all the momentum going for us. It's either we can gravitate towards the momentum or we can run away from it.
And, you know, you're definitely correct here. If we use the momentum that we have now, off of that defensive stop, and then right now get some good plays going, and hey, we can actually turn this thing around here in the third quarter. Ball is snapped and
Roy Jenkins.
to the pocket.
Boom! And I think that is caught for the Bruins. Oh, no, the ball is dropped. The ball is dropped.
Incomplete.
And, that brings us to 2nd and 10, and let's see what Coach Perkins has in his pocket here.
2nd down, 10.
So 2nd down and 10 for Westbrook Bruins with 8 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Ball on their own 43-yard line. Oh, the play is blown dead. We have flags.
This is a fiery start to this game here. Both teams are going back and forth with each other. So I believe that in the second half, we may have a game.
Definitely so. Now, what we have to stop is seeing all this laundry on the field. We've had a lot of penalties in this third quarter right here. Penalties going back and forth. But let's see what we have here. 2nd down and 15 for the Westbrook Bruins on their own 38-yard line. With this stingy defense, penalties are really, really costly. Losing a 5-yard penalty.
Oh, and they're blitzing off the edge.
And he's throwing it out of bounds. He threw it out.
Jenkins under pressure from number 8.
Looks like Coach over there is furious. I'm pretty sure he wants an intentional grounding. And that might be what they're going over there to talk about.
There's a flag in the line of scrimmage.
Referees are conferring. I see the referee's hand in his pocket, but oh, and there we go. We have intentional grounding. Really costly penalty there because you take the yards and you lose the down.
Sometimes I rather take the sack than take an intentional grounding because that is going to move the Bruins back.
Definitely so. And then you also lose the down on that. That's a very costly penalty there. If you don't know what intentional grounding is, it's when the quarterback throws the ball out of bounds and has not gotten outside of the tackle box, or it doesn't have a receiver in that area where he was throwing the ball. But if they get outside the tackle box, they can throw the ball away. But it was obviously deemed that he was inside the tackle box, which he was when that ball was thrown out of bounds. So here, 3rd down and 28 for the Westbrook Bruins, and ball over the top and
almost intercepted by all the Atascocita Eagles. And that was going to Carter Holmes, but he was just a little bit overthrown.
I'll tell you what, Atascocita, you saw a lot of white jerseys in the area, so you can tell they were reading the ball there. That'll bring up a 4th down and 28 for the Bruins. With 8 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in third quarter. Set up for another Bruin punt. I think that, still Westbrook should keep on taking shots like that.
To keep the Atascocita Eagles on their toes. I think that's what Westbrook's going to have to do if they see themselves coming back here in the third quarter.
You see on that punt, it takes a great Bruin roll all the way down to the 21-yard line. Whereas here in the third quarter, you have Atascocita, 28, Westbrook 0.
Thank you for your support of
7 minutes and 58 seconds. Don't forget, get your third quarter shout outs in. I'm going to start shouting those out if we get some in. Let us know what you think about the show. Let us know how you are enjoying the show, and let us know what you think we could do better. Here we We go 1st down and 10 for the Atascocita Eagles. Ball on the Eagle 21-yard line.
And we have some pressure.
Great pressure on the quarterback.
Pressure on quarterbacks
by the Bruins. Quarterback was contained and had nowhere to go.
That's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to send everybody, send all the hogs so they can get the quarterback.
It's a loss of 11 yards on the play there. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 21, and we see another flag coming in off the side here. Sideline warning. Be a sideline warning, looks like, on the Bruins.
You know, not only the coaches or the players can cost them, but the fans and everything can cost the Bruins too tonight. So we have to get rid of all the penalties that we're having here tonight here in the 3rd quarter.
Definitely so. Here we go. 2nd down and 21 for the Atascocita Eagles. Ball on their own 10-yard line.
The quarterback drops back. And he sends it
pass.
over the middle to number 5.
Is that number 5? No, that's number 6.
It's
number 5. You're definitely right. Number 5. I told you. They call him preaching because he speaks the truth.
And that's Michael Viecher to stop that touchdown for the Bruins.
Number 5, Kyron Lee.
At the 49.
He caught that ball in stride, and that was a great stop there. Ball on the 49-yard line. Gain of 28 on the play. We have 1st down and 10 for the Atascocita Eagles. And quarterback rolls out. Still looking to throw, and he does. Pass complete again to number 5.
You know, we're not hearing 6, 6, 6, 6, 6 anymore. We're hearing number 5, 5, 5.
Well, you know what? You know, Atascocita's kind of switched it up on us a little bit here, huh?
You know, because I think that Atascocita knows that the Bruins went into the locker room and they're like, okay, we got to get a hand on number 6. So I think they're going to start getting a little air raid offense going here. And it goes right to number 5 again. You know, the Westbrook Bruins might have to start starring number 5 so we can stop them from gaining yards today.
No gain, 2nd down.
Well, definitely. Please excuse. I have a little cough here. Yeah, number 5. Now, we're not saying 666, but past 3 plays, we said 555. But you know, as soon as you start keying in on one player, what they do is they'll go back to where they've been going.
And look, they're running that ball again. And you know what the Bruins are going to have to do? We're going to have to tackle.
Definitely. Number 22, Nick Cordova, just sliced his way through the middle there.
And that's what's been plaguing the Bruins all year, the ability to be able to tackle.
Definitely so. You know, we're looking at Atascocita with a 1st down and 10. Ball on the Bruins 18-yard line. You're definitely right. You know, you can't just put an arm in the way there. You know, these guys here, they put their shoulders down and they run hard. They keep their feet churning, and we're seeing tonight, you have to put a shoulder on these guys. And here we go. It's a 1st down and 10.
Number 22.
And he has some great blocking right there on the play.
That's a Atascocita O-line tries to push them towards victory.
Looks like
it's shortly stopped by the Bruins. And it's 2nd down.
2nd down.
2nd down and 3. And then the ball is on 11 in Bruin territory.
Gain of 7 right there on the play.
Everybody loves being on camera. It's easy to get them.
Motion by number 5 now. And ball given to number 3.
He's in the Timberwolves.
And he's tackled.
Saw they put number 5 in motion. Obviously to clear out that side and go to number 3, Mr. Justin Montgomery.
You know, as they keep on eating towards the Bruins territory, the Bruins are going to have to go on that sideline after this, have to fix something if they want to be in the game.
Definitely so. With 28 down 4 touchdowns. And if we don't get a stop here, Could be a fifth. And ball handed off to number.
And number 1 is in the end zone for the Atascocita touchdown.
You know, that was a great misdirection because, you know, watching this play here, you really thought number 22 had the ball because he went in hard. And it still looked like he had the ball. He went all the way into the end zone. He didn't stop running. You know, a lot of times that is exactly what it is. If you're going to fake, you have to sell that fake. And I tell you, 22 sold that fake because 3 of the Bruins kept following him.
You know, they're back in for the swinging gate.
And
number 19 walks into the touchdown, walked into the end zone for the Atascocita touchdown.
Wow. We said it, folks. You know, if you don't guard that thing, they will actually run it. And we see Atascocita. We see Atascocita pulling a little trickery of their own, going in for the 2-point conversion. And with 4 minutes and 29 seconds remaining in the third quarter, we have Atascocita Eagles 36, Westbrook Bruins 0. Hey, have we had any shout-outs that anybody put in for the night? I'm sure you guys will be able to see them on the screen. If you have any, you know. Okay. Here we go. We're going to, while we get ready for the kickoff here, with 4 minutes and 29 seconds remaining in the third quarter, Bruins to receive the kickoff. High kick, takes a bounce, picked up and stopped after a gain of about 5 yards. And now, let's take a look at our students of the week. We're back. First down and 10 for the Westbrook Bruins on their own 28-yard line. Handoff is here to
and it looks like we have a fumble.
Ooh, it was a lot of white right there. Let's see if the Bruins get the ball back.
And Jeremiah Jordan, man, he picks up that ball for the Bruins. That's a good save.
Great job. That would have been bad to give Atascocita the ball back right here this deep in this territory. That'll bring up a 2nd down 11, loss of 1 on that play. You know, that can be scary anytime you see that ball land on the field.
Yes, sir. It's like life or death moment.
We have to protect that ball. Without the ball, you can't do anything else. Here we go. Swing pass, number 15. And he's brought down after a gain of about 4 yards on the play.
Number 23 from Atascocita.
Actually, 3 yards on the play. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 8. 3rd down and 8. You know, these 3rd downs deep in our territory, they don't help at all because the pressure is all on you to get out of there.
And these 3rd downs are very crucial, especially if the Bruins want to win with 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
Here we go. Quarterback has some time.
Oh, and the quarterback overthrows Trey Roy.
Just high.
You know, it's the little mistakes that are costing the Bruins. I believe that the Bruins can be in this game. And the Bruins are just going to have to clean up the little things, the overthrows, the flags, and the tackling.
Definitely so. You know, sometimes, you know, these are the growing pains and what have you that we take. You know, got a question I want to ask you, you know, as being a former defensive end. you know, when you had a team at 3rd down and 9, 4th down and 8, you know, what did it make you think when you had a team backed up like that in their own territory?
We got to get them off the field. You know, you don't want to make the 3rd downs. Those are the big plays. Those are the big plays, big plays, big plays. So you want to get them off the field as soon as possible. So you want to play it safe. You know, try not to jump the gun. Try not to look for screens. You know, a lot of times on those 3rd downs, that's whenever the coaches like to bring in the screen plays.
Yes, sir.
And get that extra yardage. So, you know, I'll always think just to play it safe. You know, you don't have to be the superstar of the show all the time. So, you know, sometimes you got to be the roadie.
There you go. Definitely so. Definitely so. Well, here we go. With 2 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter, we have Atascocita 36, Westbrook Bruins 0. 1st and 10 for Atascocita Eagles, and
he is swallowed up right there.
A host of Bruins, number 32 and number 12, and we have a flag. I'm sure that was going to be some unsportsmanlike conduct there, but the question is, who is it on?
And again, that's what we talk about, the little things that will cost the Bruins this week.
Definitely so. You know, definitely after a play like that, the one thing you don't want is to do anything stupid to give the other team the yards back. You know, the
Number 12 on Westbrook. Personal foul. 13 on Atascocita.
they call personal fouls on both teams. Therefore, the penalties will offset, and that will still bring up a 2nd down and 11. Ball on the Eagle 40-yard line here in the 3rd quarter. Like you say, you know, we can't let emotions get high right now. And misdirection off the side, number 5 running around. Boy, that was a great play by Atascocita. You know, he looked at the ball coming one way and he inside handoff, and the ball comes down the left side of the line there. You know, like you say, just the blocking is just phenomenal. And it's allowing them to get chunks and chunks of yards. Bring up a 1st down and 10.
And one thing that I like about Atascocita's O-line is they're like one band, one town. They all move in unison with each other. You know, that is what you need to have a good football team. One band, one town, and we all have each other's backs.
And you know, I never thought about it. You sure right. One band, one sound, and that's exactly what they were doing. Now, we had 2 people moving at the same time for the Atascocita Eagles, and no penalty, but there was a timeout. Atascocita. You know, 2:19 remaining in the 3rd quarter. While this timeout is going on,
Coach, if they have a possibility of coming back, what do you think will be their route to coming back here?
You know, and this is just me a little bit. I think what we need to do, we need to do some hurry-up offense. Because if we got some hurry-up offense, then we don't give Atascocita a chance to even adjust to our offense. I understand we're adjusting to the defense when we see what the defense is throwing, but I say give them 3 plays. Bam, bam, bam. Go. Get on the ball. Go. Get on the ball. Go. That will knock the defense a little bit off of the heels from what they're seeing you do when it comes down to it. I think that's what we do offensively. Now, defensively, we just have to get to the ball.
That's right, Coach. I believe that we just got to own our field. Here, and as they bring it out.
And that'll bring up a 1st down. Pass complete. Had a wall of blockers.
Wrestled out of bounds by Westbrook, number 54, Jarvis Van.
Ball down to the 27-yard line. Gain of 11 yards on that play. 1st down and 10. Atascocita.
On the Bruins, 27. You know, the Bruins have to stop letting them get in their territory. This is such a dangerous spot for the Bruins. And Atascocita seem like they have made that their home all night tonight.
I can tell you what, we've been in Bruins territory a lot more than we have been in the Eagle territory. Whether it's the Bruins in their own territory or the Eagles in their territory, It's just been a lot happening in territory. Now, we see a flag coming out. Hard run right there by Atascocita.
And I like how Atascocita did that play. They sent their tight end to crack the defensive end and then brought everything out. So that's a really unique play design by Coach Stomp over there at Atascocita.
And you're definitely right. You know, when you bring that, when you crack that defensive end, it allows that outside to open up for you. And you're right. It's exactly what they did.
And again, this has been a laundry field game. Looks like somebody need to go home and do some laundry.
Hey, I tell you what, those flags, they better clean those flags up tonight because they've hit the ground a lot. It's just been a lot of penalties, and looks like it'll be a 15-yard penalty on the Atascocita Eagles. All right, here we go. 1 minute and 33 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Handoff to number 6. And brought down. Now, you know, when Atascocita gets a penalty, that's the one thing the Bruins are going to have to do, capitalize now.
And that's that chance for the Bruins to take that momentum. Atascocita, they look like they have all the momentum here in the third quarter. As the third quarter winds down, I hope that the Bruins can intensify this thing and we can take home the Bruin victory.
Oh, okay. Right. Bryce is just asking you to take another
1 minute remaining in the third quarter here. Number 1 rolls out, pass complete to number 14 of the Atascocita Eagles, and that'll be Claude Slaughter for another Eagle first down. With 49.7 seconds remaining here, you know, it's not what you want to see happen. And it, you know, we understand that number 1 is very, very crucial with his legs, but you can see he's actually, when you have to spy him, you can actually find places to get the ball too.
What's going on, Marco? What's going on, Cam? Man, you boys been holding it down while I've been trying to. It's been a rocket ship, but I definitely appreciate y'all for holding it down. Man, that's a big old ball, Marco.
Hey, is that Josh in there with us out here?
Hey, man, it's been a long game on the field, and it's been a long game for me off the field, man. Hey, man, but we working on it.
I'll tell you what, we do want to welcome our producer and who has been my co-host for the past couple of weeks, Mr. Josh Lamb. You know, it's really, really hard to be the producer of the show, but to be able to produce and to be able to commentate. You know, I want to be like you when I grow up one day, okay?
Man, no, you don't.
Oh, and that's an Atascocita touchdown.
We're back. You know, it's been a tough game for the Bruins today there, Josh.
Yeah, man.
I know you've been watching what I've been watching, and, you know, as you say, here we go, another touchdown for the Atascocita Eagles right as the third quarter winds down. You know, that's kind of heartbreaking. It's like that last-second basketball shot.
Lamb, I have a question. What do you think the Bruins can clean up coming in next week in district?
I think you kind of touched up on it. Drop passes, overthrow. I just like the simple stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. We all know, and you played them. Atascocita, North Shore, you know, that's powerhouses. You know, they gonna do what they do. But for example, like when we in the red zone, we got to leave with some points. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You can't leave any points on the board when you're dealing with teams like North Shore. You're dealing with teams like Atascocita. So you know, it's just the small stuff, man. We wrapping up when you're tackling, catching the ball, the overthrows. We just got to eliminate that, and we'll be all right.
Definitely. You're definitely right. You know, we've been saying the same thing all night long. You know, the last thing that we do need is to keep giving up big plays, and that's off of missed tackles, you know, missed assignments. But one thing you can say is that Atascocita has really, really been giving them fits with that offensive line. Boy, that offensive line is massive.
Massive. And I call them the earthquake because they can make something shake.
Definitely. And they've been making it shake tonight, here in we see Atascocita Eagles 43, Bruins 0 with 4.8 seconds remaining. Kickoff up to the Bruins, taken by number 15, Juju. And at the end of the third quarter, we have Atascocita Eagles 43, Westbrook Bruins 0. Before we actually leave out of what have you, I want to make a personal shout out myself. I want to have a shout out to my brother, Aaron Johnson, who today is his, let me make sure I'm right. If I'm 40, I'm not going to say it. But he's 37 today. Happy birthday, Aaron. I love you from your brother. And I know you're up there in Virginia. But I hope you listen to the broadcast, and hope you're having a great, great birthday, and many, many more to you, my brother. Many, many more to you, brother. Hey, do we have any other shout-outs for the third quarter, maybe? Didn't get those if we had any, but we see the start of the fourth quarter here with one more quarter remaining. Atascocita Eagles 43, Westbrook Bruins 0 here in Beaumont, Texas at BIC Memorial Stadium. Right now, what do you actually do, Cam?
I believe it's a first 12 minutes, so you have to leave the past 3 quarters behind, and it's district. Again. Westbrook can be in a tie at the end of district to get into the playoffs. Westbrook has to put points on the board because at the end of district, it's going to come down to points.
Definitely so. Right now, you got to get the ball moving some kind of way. We have a 2nd down and 7. Pick up a 3 by, of course, respectfully, 3rd.
And we all know, man, we all know that with Westbrook, unfortunately, with Beaumont and Westbrook, when it comes to their football, it's playoff or bust. If you don't make the playoffs, they feel like, there's nothing to gain from this season at all, which is not true. Like, these people have a lot of growing to do. 18 Roy felt kind of weird. I thought he was hurt, but good thing he walking it off. But it's a young team, man, and I heard y'all touch on it too. It's a young team. They, we got a lot of growing to do. And I know I said this before, Marco. We're just in the wrong district to be rebuilding, bro. Like any other 6A district, we'll be all right because there's other teams rebuilding too.
Right.
So when you got powerhouses like Atascocita, North Shore, Sea King, it seems like they never have to rebuild. It just seems like as one stellar class goes out, another stellar class come in.
Definitely so. You're right.
So it just sucks with us because we all know, man. With Westbrook, 3-4 years ago we made it to state. You know what I'm saying? So we typically have good football teams. It's just right now unfortunately the Patriots once sucked and now they kind of bad this year too. So it's like you have your ups and your downs, and right now we on the down side. But we just stick with us, man. People like to throw you out so quick, man. It's like, hey, man, people can have one off year and without y'all trying to condemn them or something, man.
Well, what we have to do is just make sure right now, we and I know Cam, how it definitely feels, when you're having a downtime and down year, and you look in the stands and nobody's there, or either you hear in the the community and everybody has a lot of negativity to say when really you're like, right now, I really need your positivity to push me going, What can you, what would you say now that you're on the other end, not in a uniform?
Hold on, before you get to that, Cam, before you get to that, somebody in the comments, man. Your boy Jay said in the comments, man. What's up, Jay, man?
What's up, Jay?
Good seeing you. But now you go ahead and answer that question.
You know what? They need community support.
Okay.
Community support. This team is not only led by the coaches, but it's led by the parents. So the parents are going to have to make the extra step, make the extra effort to get involved in these kids' off season. It all starts in off season. So if your kid wants to take football serious, invest in your kids off season, whether it's getting them a personal trainer or getting them a weight bench, making sure that they're lifting weights, taking care of their bodies. Yeah. Throughout the off season, and this right here is a product of the off season.
Yeah,
definitely.
And I'm glad you said that because I literally just told this to some of my freshmen that I have in my class. 7-on-7 is I'm gonna be honest. 7-on-7 is killing the game because they're not wrapping up when they tackle no more. 7-on-7 you don't tackle. So I'm just working on my feet. I'm working on my hands, but we're not working on the very fundamentals. Tim Duncan, you know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather have 11 Tim Duncans out there than one Tyreek Hill. You know what I'm saying? Give me 11 Tim Duncans, straight fundamental, gonna go out, and that happens in the summer. But you have half the team not going to workouts. And then you have and you see it, Jay. I said Jay. Jay, I'm talking about you. You see it, Cam. We got 6'6" dudes walking the campus. And why you don't play football? I don't play for them. They sore. But maybe if you go out there, maybe with your help and about 10 other y'all, maybe we can do something, man. We got to get this line beefed up. But it's just like the I don't know if it's the kids or the parents, but it's just like the excitement for football or just extracurricular activity. That excitement isn't there like it used to be. Like all the numbers across the board are down. Band, the Stars, they still got 177 girls out there. But literally every other thing, the numbers are down.
The girls are gonna dance, definitely.
Yes, football is a primetime opportunity to change another kid's life. So I think most importantly, this off season, it's the season. We probably have like 4 or 5 more games after this. This off season, Coach Langston is going to have to make a point to get these boys, to get them in the gym, and to make sure that they are working out and take care of their bodies this off season. Yeah. Like again, I'll say it again. This season is a product of the off season. So much change happened this off season, but of course, a lot of starters coming out, like Bryce Anderson, the quarterback from last year.
Right.
Dre, one of the primetime receivers that Westbrook had last year. Me and Ashton. Losing a lot of starters here for Westbrook. So you know what? It all starts with the community and it all starts with the parents. Yeah. And the coaches, they're just the last resort for your players.
And you know what? You're definitely right. And as you can hear, folks, that is spoken from an athlete, student athlete, as well. We see here Westbrook went over the top for the pass, and looks like we'll have pass interference, 15-yard penalty.
Yeah,
that'll give the Bruins an automatic first down.
And to kind of put a cherry on top of the whole conversation, and the last but not least, you can't just say fire the coach, get a new one. That's not the answer. You can bring in 100 different coaches, and until we as a community buy into the team, it's nothing will change. You know what I mean? So saying, we need a new coach, that's not the answer. I promise you, it's not the answer.
Well, definitely. So you can't keep on changing it up and thinking that you're going to ever get something consistent, as we see Terrell Third Smith using those quick feet and scanning the field and being able to cut back and pick up some positive yardage right there.
And not only for the parents and stuff, but the district is going to have to buy in. We are the only 6A team in the Southeast Texas region. Besides Beaumont United, welcome to 6A Beaumont United.
Definitely.
But we are the only 6A program that doesn't have the quality facilities that what it takes to house a 6A football team.
Well, I tell you what, our kids are really doing a great job of, what we have and what we're putting into it. And one thing we can say is that, putting in the fight that we see, because as you can see, they're still playing with fight. And that's the greatest thing, like you said at first, they're going to have to take these 12 minutes and just play, not worry about the first 3 sets of 12 minutes, all that's gone. And you can see they still playing with the fight. Those the biggest thing, again, like you say, is just making sure we're productive in the off seasons and make sure that the kids understand what they're really playing for. They're not just playing. Mm-hmm. You're playing for something.
You're playing for Beaumont. You're playing for your community.
Oh, and we had a quarterback going.
Oh, and that's an interception thrown by Roy Jenkins.
He was hit right as he was thrown, and looked like we have a North Shore player down on the field. But that pass right there, he was hit as he was thrown, and it just kind of loafed into the air. And it was intercepted by Atascocita. With 5 minutes and 58 seconds remaining, we have Atascocita Eagles 43, Westbrook Bruins 0. And the injured player was able to get up and run off the field. We love to see that. Number 23, Jaden Dukas. So we see Atascocita Eagles will take over. Ball on the 19-yard line here in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes and 58 seconds remaining. You know, what do you think we're going to see here, Cam?
I think what we're going to see right here is Atascocita trying to drain the clock so they can get ready to go home. So I wouldn't be surprised if, look at them, they subbed in their backup quarterback. We're just going to see a lot of run right here, them trying to drain the clock. And, there go that old swinging gate. They're trying to get that ball out.
Looks like right there, they didn't go for the run. Great misdirection there. Quarterback keeps the ball. New quarterback in for the Atascocita Eagles is number 17, Nolan Baird. Senior. And right there, first down pickup off the pass by Nolan Baird. Be first down and 10 for Atascocita on the Bruin. I'm on their own 39-yard line. Handoff to number is at 22.
And it looks like we have a flag on the field.
Where that flag was thrown is using the area of holding. Oh, and it's a false start on Atascocita. That'll bring them back 5 yards. Bring up a first down and 15. Ball on the 34-yard line. The Eagle 34-yard line. 5 minutes and 43 seconds remaining here. Handoff to number 22. Cut back to the left. And a pickup of about 7 yards on the play.
Wow, Atascocita's running backs. They are very explosive.
Yeah, you're definitely right. Tonight between saying number 6 and number 22, coming out of the backfield. Number 22 is their bruising back, you can tell. Number 6, just with its speed. And, again, they're getting some great looks because that line is really, really making it easy for them to see where to go.
Hey, my bad, Marco. I do have Sweet Life says shout out to Darius Simeon, number 4. Now Roro loves you. Let me see. I think.
Hey, we did have a shout out in there. Good. That was one.
Yep. Yeah, they actually did that twice. Darius Simeon. People said that they love him.
4 minutes and 39 seconds here in the fourth quarter. Beaumont ISD Memorial Stadium in Beaumont, Texas. Before we do anything else, the one thing that we do want to do is make sure we give a shout out to all of the people behind the scenes that make these things happen that we just don't really give a shout out to tonight. We want to make sure we give a shout out to all our custodial workers and our moving crews that have made sure that everything gets here. Without our custodial workers taking care of the facilities, and without our moving crews and things, with this COVID era and what have you, those are big jobs to have. And we really appreciate it. And wow.
And he breaks open number 22.
Talking, there he is, number 22. Just took the ball 51 yards for a touchdown. Wow, just straight up the middle there. Sliced through the Bruin defense to go 51 yards. Wow, right there, you saw speed, but, man, up front, he was able to get
loose and go.
Man. With this much speed on the football team, the track team must really be ridiculous also.
Kicking it.
Yeah, we got to ask them, Marco. Hey, if you come in and you watching for Atascocita, How y'all track team is? Because these kids seem fast, man.
And these kids here, they're moving, and it's hard to catch up with them once they get that momentum going. 3 minutes and 58 seconds remaining in the game.
You just put them in that court for now, and then we'll put them
The kick is up for the extra point, and the kick is good.
touchdown.
Here in the fourth quarter,
Look,
Beaumont, Texas Memorial Stadium, we have Atascocita Eagles 50, Westbrook Bruins 0. But again, like I was saying, these are custodial workers and moving crews, making sure everything gets here. We really want to send a shout out to you guys and ladies for taking care of our students and our kids like that, because without you guys and you ladies, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. These kids wouldn't have what they need to be able to play, and then the facilities wouldn't be right for that. So we really appreciate all the hard work that you guys do. Shout out to you all.
And I know next week the Bruins will be back here on Thursday night with kickoff at 7 o'clock against the Humboldt Wildcats.
Definitely. And next week will be actually homecoming for the Bruins.
Yeah, both.
And next week will also be homecoming for the Beaumont United Temple Wolves.
So you know what that means, right, Marco? We not getting no sleep Thursday or Friday. We're going to be up until midnight both days.
Hey, I tell you what, Janet Jackson said it best in her song. We ain't going to get no sleep.
Not at all. Then it's
because we will be
so
back the next day. Fair catch right here on the kickoff. But we'll be back the next day, and we'll be back to broadcast for our Beaumont United Temple Wolves as they will take on the Atascocita Eagles next week.
Carlos Burrell says shout out to number 31. I don't know if you're talking about for Westbrook or for, I'm guessing Atascocita. I'm looking at him right now. Shout out to 31. If you notice, teams very seldom throw his direction. Give me 31.
31, Dylan Johnson for Atascocita Eagles. Oh, there he is down here. We see him down here at the bottom of your screen if you're looking at it on the cameras. And we see third getting out, getting some room, coming around the corner, and wasn't able to completely turn the corner, but still turned it in some great positive yardage for the Westbrook Bruins. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 2 after an 8-yard gain. You know, what we notice is when he's running the ball, he's actually running probably about 20 yards, but a lot of it is lateral.
Yeah.
And only picking up about 8 yards on the play.
Man,
I think of the wasted energy, man.
You know, it's just a lot of it trying to get around that edge and coming through. Oh, we have a hole there. Nice spin move.
Dude, so shifty.
now give the Bruins a first down.
That'll give them, yes, sir, 1st down and 10. Ball on their own 49-yard line. And, I mean, you can see it's the end of the game, 3 minutes and 43 seconds remaining, and they're still running hard. And that's what you want to see. They're not going down, like you say, without a fight, right?
Sure.
Here goes the 1st down and 10 for the Bruins on their own 49-yard line here in the fourth quarter. And he has some time to throw, and he has a little bit more time using his feet. And he threw it away, folks. Make sure to avoid the sack, but also the penalty because he was way outside the tackle box there.
It's a case up there that has portaphone on it. It's up there. Just throw it in there. All right, here we go.
Here we go. Bring up a 2nd down. 2nd down and 10.
3:15 remaining in the game. Let's get a score. You know, Marco, what I usually say at around this time? How we want to go out, Marco?
Always go down swinging.
Hey, man, let's go out swinging, bro.
And the game ain't over till it hit 0-0.
That's right. Till the fat lady sings, and I don't see any fat ladies yet.
Dang, I missed it. Yeah, Always go out swinging, Marco.
Go just under 3 minutes left in the game. First down and 10, Bruins.
I'm coming to you, Lamar.
Ball on the Eagle 39-yard line.
I'm on you. All right, going back.
All right, next Jalen Parkerson with a nice explosive run for the Bruins.
And a pickup of about 5 yards on the carry. 4, actually. Bring up a second down and 6. Ball on the 35-yard line. You know, we noticed that Atascocita subbed in. Number Big 99 is not there on the D-line anymore. So Atascocita is also subbed in and have a lot of their subs in. And
that's a touchdown.
That will
That's
be
a touchdown. Let's
the
go.
Westbrook
Fight back. Hey, go out swinging. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all know my motto.
35-yard touchdown for the Westbrook Bruins.
By Jalen Parkerson.
Y'all know my motto. Go out swinging, bro.
What number was that?
Number 10, Jalen Parkerson.
Number 10. Okay.
Good stuff, boy.
With 2 minutes and 2 seconds remaining, we get the Bruins on the board.
And I'm going for 2. Like I told you, I play too much Madden. What this one going to do for us? I'm going for 2.
There he goes. And extra point.
It's good.
Kick is good.
And I'm kicking an onside kick. But that's just me. Like I said, if I was the coach, I'd be fired after one game. They were like, get this dude out of here. They will pay me to leave because I would be the worst.
You know, but you got to call those bold plays, Coach.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, we have to make sure we live courageously. Sometimes living courageously means you have to be bold. And in being bold.
Hey, what you say? 2 minutes down, 43. I think we can do it.
Hey, with 2 minutes and 2 seconds remaining, again, still the fat lady has not sung. Therefore,
crazier things have happened. Well, I don't know if that's true, but crazier things have happened.
Now, when you find out what's crazier than them coming back down 43 points with 2 minutes, tell me, please.
Do y'all think that Atascocita is going to try to be conservative, or do y'all think that they're going to try to run this 2 minute?
I think they're going to nil it out. Well, I don't know. I think they, because we scored, I think they're going to try to score again.
Yeah, you have to understand, you know, this is a very, very tough district to play in. And with it being a very tough district to play in, you know, no one that gives anything. So I don't see Atascocita just laying down and kneeling here.
Nah, well, with that fair catch, that kind of changed my mind. I think they may be finna just kneel it out.
I don't know. I think that fair catch might have been just there to make sure that the ball didn't pop out deep in this territory. We'll know by this first play and what happens. And it'll be first down and 10 for the Atascocita Eagles. Ball on the Bruin 27-yard line. I'm sorry, ball on the Eagle 27-yard line.
Oh.
You know, what do you tell Westbrook right now, you know, after this game?
Finish.
Look at this.
That's my one word. Now I'll tell them to finish.
Come on, man. We got it. Come on, man.
And we have here a new number 88. Number 88 with the ball. And a massive pickup for number 88, Mr. Kyron Pate.
Oh, look, somebody down. Somebody down for Atascocita.
And we have an injured player for the Atascocita Eagles. That was a massive pickup right there by number 88. You know, we haven't seen him or had his number at all. And wow, just come around the line and came around the edge and was gone. And I guess we see there that Atascocita is not being very conservative here.
Yes, sir. They want to score. They want to score. And again, like I said, it's district. Every point matters.
Definitely so. You know, if it's going to come down to points, then you have to play to win, no matter what it is.
But it is good to see the guy from Atascocita walking off. Probably cramps.
It's been a very, very, long game for
Yeah, he probably like
offense.
He probably like me
been on
2
the
weeks
field a
ago,
lot.
Marco. He probably like me, drunk an energy drink. Hey, it'll do it to you, man. You'll start crapping up out here, man.
Definitely so. Now we see here it's first down and 10 in the fourth quarter with a minute and 45 seconds remain. Handoff to number 3. Pick up about 7 yards on the play.
Look like Atascocita's trying to drain the clock. They're moving it slow. With less than a minute 30 left.
Think they're going to take a shot at the end zone?
Well, how slow they're moving and how slow they're getting the call in. I'd say if they do, it's going to be under the 1 minute mark.
I'll tell you what, it's a minute and 13 seconds and counting. If so, that'll happen within the next play or so. Handoff
and
to
he is
number 3
stopped.
immediately.
Right there, number 40.
Stopped. Wow. That was a massive hit.
Now we're in the seconds.
And with 50 seconds, under a minute remaining in the game, we see Atascocita taking off as much time of the clock as possible.
Yeah, let's go home, fellas.
10 seconds on the play clock. 32 seconds remaining on the game clock.
Yeah, what is it, third down? Yeah, just run in circles. Let's go home, fellas. No need for nobody to get hurt.
And quarterback up the middle, right down.
That'll do it.
And that may be the final play of the game. With 10 seconds and counting, it looks like that will be the final play of the game. And it is here in Beaumont, Texas at Memorial Stadium. We see Atascocita Eagles 50, Westbrook Bruins 7. Does anyone have any other scores from maybe any of the other games around? Anybody send in any of the scores so maybe we can find out how some of our other teams have done?
Hold on.
You know, Cam, man, being in here in the booth, it's been great to be in here in the booth with such an intelligent young man. It's just great knowledge of the game. You know, it's just great. And I'm so proud of everything that you're doing because I can tell you there's nothing better that you could ever give rather than allow people to have extra and abundant life.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. It's been an honor being in here with Coach Lamb and with Coach Johnson. We'll see you guys back next week here at Beaumont.
I'm going to shout out. Oh, crap, that's too much. I'm going to shout out some games real quick.
All right, here we go. We have some scores for some games.
Memorial beat Crosby 20-13. Dayton beat Nederland 45-0. Wow. P&G is winning against Texas City 28-21 with 3 minutes to go in the game. Kuntz lost to Hemphill 61-6. Silsby versus Hardin Jefferson with 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. That Silsby team just a powerhouse, man. 49-6. LCM beating Houston Legacy in the third quarter 29-20. And Western Stark is beating Liberty 39-8.
All right, that's some of our scores from around the area.
Oh yeah, and Cameron, don't be no stranger, man. Come on back, man. Whenever the death's a revolving door.
Yes,
whenever
sir.
you want, come on in, man.
Yes, sir. It was an honor being here tonight.
Well, folks, here we go from Memorial Stadium in Beaumont, Texas. We're going to say good night, Beaumont, or wherever you are.